What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I mainly want to talk about the 1.04 patch for Black Ops 4. So I'll leave a link in the description for it so you guys can follow along or just look at it really quickly, but I'm gonna go over it right now. So they added gun game, really cool, classic game. Mercenary, mosh pit, team deathmatch. They added that back again. Now it's not in rotation. Chaos domination now has 300 points in total. Hardcore, there's a small change. ARs, I really don't like the AR nerf because all of them got nerfed for some reason. Even though I only feel like the ICR should have been only nerfed and maybe the Maddox, just because those are the two guns I see the most. Because ICR you get it right off the rip and it's really good. So they reduced the headshot damage and increased slight reduction to the reload speed. So not that bad. The Vapor caught a nerf for some reason. I don't really see this gun used that often, but you know, headshot damage reduced, damage falls off even faster, and reduce headshot multiplier when you're using high caliber. And that was basically it. The ICR and the Vapor were the only two ARs that got nerfed more than the others. SMGs, you know, SMGs caught a slight buff. Their damage drop off is a bit further now, so you could sort of shoot at longer ranges for the most part. And you know, it's not that bad. The SOG dual wield, I know that was a big issue on PC, so they nerfed the dual wield on that, and they slightly nerfed the GKS's operator mod, the quad shot, so there's more time in between bursts. Tactical rifles, don't know why they caught a nerf. I really don't, because I hardly ever see them. Extended maximum damage range for the most part. Repeater mod takes longer to fire. Stock reduce. Can't really move around with the stock that much. With the ABR, Swordfish, high caliber nerf, and the Pentashot nerf as well. So with the Pentashot, you don't really get reduces the extra granted clip size. So I don't know how to feel about that. And the one that I hate the most, I hate this so much, and that's the fact that they buffed all the snipers. Like, why? Like, you already need to put like 20 shots into a sniper and hopefully get the kill before they turn and bloop you with one shot. That's just me. Every time I'm in a gunfight with a sniper, they shoot to hope for they just hope to get the kill. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I really don't like any of the sniper buffs. Like, snipers were in a good spot. Maybe reduce the snipers, like nerf them a bit, but this is just dumb. Basically all their damage, except for the SDM, is up by about 20 more damage. The idle sway is not as much, and sight increase in ADS movement is also increased. LMGs, I agree with this. They needed a nerf. They were doing too much damage. Titan, reduce hipfire and headshot damage, and reduce ADS movement speed. And that's basically it for all the LMGs. They're just getting a speed reduction for the most part. And pistols, really never see pistols. No one ever uses like secondaries for the most part, in my experience. The burst fire pistol, slight increase in time between bursts and slight reduction in reload. Don't really know where that's coming from. The two shotguns caught a nerf for some reason, even though you hardly see them. Attachments. Grip 2. Reduce ADS flinch. It sort of got a nerf. A suppressor. Reduce damage fall off range, so I'm assuming you could shoot a bit further without your damage dropping off too much. Hollow sight, reduce ADS recoil. Dual zoom, same thing. Recon, optic, same thing. Elo, slight increase to ADS recoil. A couple of the specialists got nerfed. I know Ajax got a nerf, but it was for a shield, not the 9-bang itself. Nomad's dog caught a nerf. They basically took 10% of its HP, which, in my experience, my dog dies immediately. So, I don't know about that. Crash, the assault pack goes from 50 points to 25 points. Firebreak got a buff. Purifier, now restored to its former glory. And I agree with that. The Purifier is trash. Recon, reduce sensor dart duration. I don't really get that because I hardly ever see a Recon. Torque got a buff for some reason. Increase earn rate for the barricade and increase hit points for the barricade. As someone who uses Torque for the majority of his games, I don't feel like that's necessary. Like, Torque was already strong, you already had a lot of CC. By CC, I mean you sort of get people to go where you want them to. If not, they take damage from your shield or your barbed wires. I do not agree with that buff. Prophet got a buff. Tempest projectile speed is increased, and chain distance is slightly increased as well. Spawns. Spawns were a huge thing for me. Spawns, good amount of maps. In TDM, Domination especially. Like, everyone is spawn trapping in Domination. Like, you need to get people to stop spawn trapping, and I know spawn trapping will never end, but if you could reduce that, it'd be amazing. Gear. Let's get to the gear. Stim shot nerf. Honestly, I don't really care for the stim shot nerf because I started using the ComSet device, which is nice, you know, get your streaks more frequently. So, I guess that's cool. Takes longer for the stim shot to heal you. Armor, slight nerf. Acoustic sensor, nerf. I really like this one. Reduce range of sprinting enemies that are detected, so you're not being picked up as often. Dead silence caught a bit of a buff. Can't hear no one could hear your footsteps as much, which is nice. Engineer, I don't know why it caught a nerf, but you can't really see any helicopters. Oh, that's only in heist. That's only in heist. Extraction helicopter in heist will no longer be highlighted by engineer, so that's good. You can still see score streaks. Mantis, for some reason it would go out of bounds and die. Dart, I don't understand why they buffed the dart. And if anything, just bring back the hunter killer. Like, I don't care. Strike team no longer counts towards your gun kills, so you can't really use the strike team to get your nuclears anymore. And that's about it. There's some changes here and there. Icebreaker, there's some spawn camping spots that they try to adjust. Slums, they try to adjust a couple things. Theater mode, it's whatever. Audio is whatever. There's some blackout stuff, blackout stuff, and some zombie stuff, which I don't really play that often, so it's not that important to me. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit not as energetic or whatever you guys want to call it, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I'm not sure how I feel about 90% of these nerfs, but all my social medias are linked down in the description below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Later.